Because in addition to that, Lord have mercy, this bad news just continues to pile up. WWE Executive Vice President, and I hope that I'm saying his name correctly. His name is Chris Legental. He was asked recently in an interview if there was an interest in AEW working with WWE, or if WWE was interested in working with AEW specifically on a supercard event. And they said no, that there is no interest, that they understand that there is talent. I'm paraphrasing here, that there is talent outside of WWE, extraordinary talent, but they are currently not interested in putting forth an event in which is going to allow them to kind of create this super card that, would be similar to a Forbidden Door, or similar to a Jesus, what's the name of it? Worlds Collide, what we were talking about last week. But considering all of this, I wanted to know your stance. What do these comments mean? Is there something below the surface that we're missing here? Or is this just kind of WWE standing on business? We don't want to work with AEW, woo, woo, woo. I want to know your thoughts.
It's mostly that they don't need them. Obviously, it's no financial gain because it's a business and you have to make money. Even if you made $100 billion,
Yeah.
Microsoft still make more billions. Apple still makes more billions. Do I need to say any more? So we don't need them. If they ever did a crossover, it's like, well, we gotta send some of these talents to the PC because, no disrespect, a lot of them are indie darlings and they didn't learn how to work properly. A lot of them just let me get my high spots in, and that's about it. So, eh, it's not needed. It does more for AEW than it does for WWE.
I absolutely agree. It's kind of ironic because I feel like AEW has that same relationship to New Japan Pro Wrestling, right? Where when they do a super card, it does more for New Japan than it does for AEW, because the star power is in AEW and no longer in New Japan. But in context to WWE, WWE has more star power than AEW. And I believe that if they were to engage in a certain type of event like this, it's not a mutually beneficial business relationship. When I look at the TNA NXT business relationship, I see it as mutually beneficial. I feel like TNA has talent that WWE can utilize. I feel like TNA has space for the WWE talent to be utilized in another way. Guys like Charlie Dempsey are being utilized, and I feel like we're going to continue to see that. We saw Chase U recently pop up at the Impact tapings, so I feel like there is use. That is an example of a mutually beneficial business relationship. I do not see that when it comes to WWE AEW. Now, I don't think that it means that it's a complete shutdown from here to until the next life, but I do believe that it is a sign that AEW does not have the assets to be in a working, mutually beneficial business relationship with WWE when it comes to creating a joint pay-per-view, a joint premium live event. Um, but yeah, I want to know what y'all feel about this. As far as they really said no. How do y'all feel about WWE shutting down the idea or expressing no interest in having an AEW Supercard event? But we're going to be moving on. Thank you guys so much for watching the Culture 316 podcast. If you liked what you saw, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so that you guys can stay up to date with all upcoming videos and events pertaining to Culture 316.